So when Donbrothers was first announced, we found out the writer behind Jetman would be working on this series. A lot of people in the community made memes and made jokes saying that he's probably going to kill off a character because it's in his style. Did anyone have bets on the Red Ranger getting killed off within 13 episodes? Because if you place that bet, you're probably rolling in the dough right now. So, let's talk about Avataro Donbrothers episode 13. Sayonara, Taro, or goodbye, Taro. Now, killing the Red Ranger in this series is like big ballsy moves to kill your main hero off just like that. I mean, they just announced the figure arts, we just had the Zord assembled, or the Megazord assembled, and the 6th Ranger was rumoured to be coming very, very soon. And now, in episode 13 episodes into the show, you kill off Don Momotaro, and I was not expecting this character to die so quickly. I wasn't expecting him to die at all, and for him to sort of get killed off is kind of a shock, but I want to see what they do with it next. But his death did lead up to the end of the episode, and it did have payoff with how he actually died, because Momotaro's big character flaw, or his weakness, where he can't tell a lie, is what got him killed at the end of this episode. So the whole premise of this episode is Oni sister, Sarah brother, and Kiji brother boycotting helping Momotaro because he's not being a good leader and giving him the positive reinforcement that they need, because he's kind of a negative Nancy and sort of talks about their flaws and doesn't really say anything nice. And they do a joke where Oni's sister Haruka says, hey, maybe you can do some positive reinforcement, and they do sort of try goating him into saying, hey, why don't you just say, we're awesome, I bet you can say it. And because Momotaro can't lie, they do the joke, or they do the sort of thing where if he lies, he dies, and that's what they do in this episode. So, because Momotaro sort of can't give positive things to his teammates, they kind of want to sort of stop working with him in this episode. All of them except for Inu Brother, because Inu Brother's off doing his own thing in this episode, where he's getting his hair cut at the salon. He's reminded of his girlfriend, who was also a beautician, just like Kiji Brother's wife. So I'm starting to suspect that maybe they are the same people after all, and they keep throwing us off. Like, they keep throwing me off, I should say, because I'm like, no, they wouldn't do that. And then they sort of make clues that sort of lead up to it, hey, maybe it is the same person, and she sort of went off and married someone else. So, if that's true, that's going to be really freaking crazy. But because Don Momotaro can't lie, he bumps into Sonoya again, and they have their little chat, and then when the Monster of the Week starts attacking, which was kind of a lame Monster of the Week, it was some middle-aged woman who I didn't really feel bad for. I mean, she said that her husband passed away and her son left, and she liked the reminder of her hands, because that's the one thing that her husband would compliment her on, and then she just wanted to be acknowledged and stuff like that, and she turned into a Dino Charge villain of the week. So yeah, that's her story. We didn't get much of an attachment to this character. We kind of learned their sad backstory, and that's about it. And I didn't really feel much for them. Their suit design was really cool. I really liked their Monster of the Week suit and their monster form. They looked amazing. Also in this episode, the Noitoi, or the Brain People, or the Cerebrains, whatever fan subs you're using, we kind of find out their backstory and why they dislike Don Momotaro's clan, and they had a bit of a feud back in the day. And apparently, the Don Momotaro's clan, or the Don clan, they nearly brought the Noito's world to a standstill, or destroyed it, mostly because the Don clan wanted humans to live in peace with everyone. So I get the feeling that the Noitoi, or the Brain People, whatever you want to call them, they wanted their world to themselves or something, and they didn't like the idea of humans and stuff like that. So whatever's up with them, they sort of wiped out the Don clan, and Don Momotaro is possibly, I say possibly because apparently our next hero is going to have the word Don in it, is the only survivor. So we have Momotaro and Sonoi sort of meeting together, and they have their talk, and Momotaro says, one day I'll take you up for udon, and he's like, udon, what's that? And he's like, man, you're missing out. So when the monster of the week attacks, they get into a fight, and their attacks are so powerful, they get unmorphed, and they sort of meet each other face to face, and they have that realization that these two characters, these two people who have been friends, are now enemies. They've been enemies the whole time. So that's kind of shocking for the both of them. But their conversation kind of ends with Sonoi asking Momotaro, saying, hey, I want to ask you something. And we don't find an answer to that question. So after Don Momotaro jumps back into the action, fights the monster of the week, the others decide to help. They destroy the monster of the week. And after they destroyed in the Megazord, he comes out, Don Momotaro does his cool pose, and out of nowhere, Sonoi jumps out of the shadows and kills Don Momotaro. And then we find out that the question that Sonoi asked Don Momotaro, saying, what's your weakness? And because Don Momotaro never lies, he told the truth, and that him telling the truth was the cause of his downfall, and that killed off Don Momotaro, and he sort of gets digitized to like another realm. They don't explain it, like he doesn't get turned to dust or anything like that. Well, he does sort of get Thanos, but he gets computerized Thanos, and we don't know where he went. He's probably dead. But is he dead for good? We have no idea, and I'm definitely going to keep watching Donbrothers to find out what's going to happen next, because next week we've got the Sixth Ranger or the Extra Hero or whatever that guy is showing up. He looks really cool. I can't wait to see him. And we've got all the Sixth Ranger merch coming out, so we kind of have an idea what that suit looks like. So I can't wait to see how Donbrothers is going to turn out next, because we lost the main Red Ranger. The main dude. He was killed off within 13 episodes. Will he be revived? No idea. And that's enough for me to keep watching. And what did you guys think of this episode? Because I want to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I know these Donbrothers reviews don't do gangbusters. Some are hit and miss. But I'm sure that this is an episode that everyone wants to hear people talking about. So if you did watch this review, special thanks to you. So with that said, I'm going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, bye.